Good evening, everyone. It's Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and I didn't realise I looked so naked. Hydrate straight away.
Hydrate with beer.
I've got some water on standby, but here we go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Fizzy Wizzle, Pete the Hydrator, Asmo. Hi, Asmo. Hi, Tony. How you doing? Hi, John the Templar. Good evening, everybody. It's a bit warm this evening, and so I've just got my vest on. Cool. So, hi, Crafty. So this evening I am painting this zombie ogre. This is an older Reaper Bones figure, and I've decided that what I'm going to do this evening is use some contrast paints, because I haven't used any of these for ages. So I'm going to use some contrast paints from Games Workshop and get a little bit of use out of some of these. Poggers says that he got Mortarion and Dominion today, which is awesome. Excellente. Mortarion is an amazing model. Got one of those part painted stashed away somewhere.
That doesn't sound like you, part painted.
I know. Shocking.
Crafty says everything ending in ion.
Yeah. Dominion, Mortarion. What else could we have ending in ion? Excellent. So Poggers says that he walked 2 miles to the shop to get it, which was pretty cool and awesome. And Tony says that he was naughty and bought 3 Cthulhu minis today. John the Templar, Mortarion is a great model. It is a great model. It's another one that I really like, and I'll probably never get around to doing much with, if I'm honest. But the one that I got is part of a kind of a job lot that I got from a friend, and it's part painted to quite a high standard, and I don't know if I can finish it really. Might end up having to get all repainted so it all looks as bad as my terrible paint job, because if I try and do a good job as good a job as the that already started, it will look even worse, I think.
Poggers being happy.
Happy! Thank you, Poggers.
And Pete says you've got to drink something.
Okie dokie. I'll just finish this arm and then I will drink something. There we go, we'll just do that. John the Templar says maybe GW will do a Typhus refresh. Well, I think the Typhus model isn't all that old. It's and I think it's currently included in the Combat Patrol box set, isn't it? If I remember correctly, for the Death Guard. I think he's been around a little while. So the older one is quite small, and then they brought out the newer, beefier one a couple of years ago.
What are you painting now?
So right now we are painting 77284 Zombie Ogre, who featured in our most recent sub box, and this handsome chappy, I've decided that I was going to paint him with some contrast paints. So I'm just from Games Workshop. So I'm just in the process of painting in his skin using some Plague Bearer flesh. Now, I decided that I wanted to do him, he's obviously very undead, and he's going to have like horrible sickly green skin, which I'm going to add a little bit of brown to, maybe a wash over the top of this. But yeah, he's most definitely dead and going off, this chap. and I've undercoated him all over with some Reaper Vampiric Skin. So rather than use the contrast undercoats of Grey Seer and Wraithbone, I decided that I was going to use some Reaper Vampiric Skin. Because originally, when I started undercoating him, I was thinking that I was going to maybe use, thinking that I might use some Agrax Earthshade or something over the top of the Vampiric Skin to give him a bit of colour, and then I thought to myself, well, why don't I get some use out of all this contrast paint we've got? So that's what we're going to try. So we're going to base coat his skin with this, and then we're going to paint in a few of the other bits, so he's got some cloth on and what have you, and then we're going to dirty him up and see if we can get him almost done in the hour.
No.
Yeah.
Don't believe you. Don't believe you.
No,
Crafty says that he's just opening his sub box right now. I'm a bit behind. It's alright.
yeah,
I'll
I've
let you.
spoilt it then by telling you that this guy was in it.
Grab this guy out, grab a brush, get painting along.
Yeah. Yeah, crack out some vampiric mist and some plague bearer flesh and paint your guy like this. So I was thinking that I looked at the contents of the sub box this morning and thought to myself, what would I like to paint? What would I like to paint this evening out of that little selection? Because I liked all the stuff in there, but we don't currently need any PCs for our Pathfinder game that we're playing at home. But monsters are always useful. So.
Uh-oh. Does that mean we're going to have to find that guy?
No! Why would you think that?
Crafty's cracking out the Haribo first. Priorities, that's
oh,
good priorities.
Yeah, priorities. Yeah, no sweets for us this evening.
Really?
No, well, not till later anyway.
Not right now.
Not till later. Got a McFlurry in the freezer to eat.
That's yours.
Yeah, I bought it for you.
I know I don't like ice cream. There's too much ice cream in it.
You've got some chocolate anyway.
Yeah, because I really need some chocolate, don't I? I mean, like, you know, that needs adding to this already wobbly belly.
Yep.
What else you got to tell us?
Don't know. Really? What would you like to know? That's always the most difficult thing for me, is thinking like what I'm going to talk about. What does everybody want to know? I guess is the important thing.
Crafty says there's too much ice cream in ice cream. Yeah, I don't like ice cream, Crafty. So there's definitely too much ice cream in a McFlurry. Just give me like a bowl full of the toffee sauce and chocolate bits. Doesn't like ice cream. No, I don't like ice cream. It's horrible.
Oh, wowzers!
Oh, Moxie, that's really kind.
Thank you.
Moxie has gifted a sub to Pete. That's 2 gifts of subs you've had today because you got one in Ruby's channel as well. Thank you very, very much, Moxie. That's greatly appreciated.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you know what that means though now? It means that Pete's going to get extra Lancer rewards, so there'll be even more opportunities to make you drink and paint left-handed and all those other lovely things.
No. Why did you have to mention?
You could tell everybody about our guest that's coming on the 27th. Oh, John says first to get to the MLG fridge gets the McFlurry. Yeah, it's all right. There's only the 2 of us here today, so you can have it. So who's coming to see us on the 27th of August?
I don't know. Who is coming to see us on the 27th of August?
Is it not the 27th?
Right, I'm with you now. So on the 27th of August, we're having another Pokemon Day, where our team will be ready and able to teach new players how to play the Pokemon trading card game, and also we will be joined by the awesomeness that is Pikachu once again for the morning and early afternoon, so people can come and have their photograph taken with our awesome visitor.
Pete says you've got to drink. Drink!
Okay.
Crafty says, don't hydrate the electric type Pokemon. Did you see the TikTok from the last time that Pikachu came, which wasn't that long ago, where it was just absolutely raining, more rain than anybody should possibly rain onto poor
Hi, see Jono.
Hi! What did you say the clock is above the shop?
It's a poker stop.
Poker stop. Yeah, whatever that means.
Or a gym, or whatever that thing, whatever they are. On Pokemon Go, which I don't really understand, but Pokemon Go apparently the clock, which is affixed to the side of the shop outside, is a Pokestop. So you would be able to, if you play Pokemon Go and you came to visit the shop, you would be able to catch Pokemon outside the shop.
And if you came on the 27th, have your picture taken with Pikachu?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But the 27th, the reason that we are having it on the 27th is the 27th is, if you are a Pokemon fan, is the release date for the next set of Pokemon cards. So it will be when the next exciting release of Pokemon Evolving Skies occurs. So that should be pretty good. And then the 28th, the day after, is Kill Team Day, where you can come and play some Kill Team in the store. We'll have some tables set up and what have you, so you can come and try out the brand new Kill Team rules.
Yeah, so if you come and see Pikachu on the 27th of August 2021, in case anybody's watching it back, it's free to have your picture taken with Pikachu, of course, and free for one of the staff members to teach you how to play the trading card game. Is it free for Kill Team Day?
It's not free for Kill Team Day, unfortunately. We have applied a nominal charge, which is £3.
Woo! It's practically free.
Practically free. But for your £3, you can come and play all day if you want to. So we're just going to use a little bit of ultramarine blue on these cloth parts here. Give him a little bit of colour.
So, like Nathan said, if there's anything that you want to know, anything that you've ever wondered about the shop or anything like that, then just ask. There is a ask us a question thingy-majig, but you can just ask, we're alright. And we will try our best to answer. Tony says, Pikachu Kill Team? I don't think Pikachu would like that. He got accosted by the people in the pub last time, so I don't really need Kill Team attacking him and all.
They were friendly, weren't they? All the elderly patrons of the pub coming across to try and dance with Pikachu.
Yeah, but then the lady came and dragged Pikachu across the street and made Pikachu dance outside the pub. She went, dance! Dance now! Poor Pikachu. But it's all good fun.
Ooh. Got to be even more careful than normal not to blob with contrast paints, I think. I don't know whether those bits are supposed to be armour or not, hanging off his belt at the front. It's certainly not at the back, but...
Why would he have armour just dangling about?
Well, to protect his vital bits.
Oh, they're not rotted off?
Well, I don't know. Can't tell underneath there, can you? I'm guessing that he was an armoured ogre in life and that he's just been reanimated this way.
Ah.
So.
Fair enough.
Because his armour on his legs, or his leg. He's got some armour on his leg and his knee, and that looks pretty holy and rusty. Like it should be rusty.
Okay. Tony's got a question. He says, ooh, I do have one question that you might need to check. Reaper, oh look, you gotta do it, you make me say things. Reaper has a Narfla tech, but you're out of stock at the moment. Will you be getting any more in? You know, I'll be painting that one once. Not that you can't paint it again, but is that the one that you did before, Tom?
No, it's Mashaf.
Oh, was that the mashing theme?
Yeah. Narthalatep is the one that I painted for the Halloween window display that Reaper have not yet released.
I knew somebody had painted it. They've not yet released it. Oh, have they not got me?
No, not currently.
Yeah.
But Tony, I will endeavour to get hold of one for you because I will chat to the chap that I deal with at Reaper and see if they can find us one for you. If you're trying to complete your pantheon of Cthulhu-esque monsters, elder great ones. I will do my best.
No promises.
No promises, but I will do my best. Yeah, we did have some. We did have some, didn't we? But we have sold. Yeah, but we have sold them all, unfortunately.
He's gonna sit there and eat.
No, I was thinking. In the Chronoscope expansion from the new. I was just looking to see if I could see it there. In the Chronoscope expansion from the new Kickstarter, there is another monster that's part of the set. But I don't know if it's supposed to be anything specific, but it does look pretty cool. So while my paint is drying here, I'm just going to see if I can reach it. So I can show you. Heat redeemed hydrate. This guy. So it's tearing up a lamppost over here with its tentacle. So they've cast the base in grey and then the monster itself in like clear, but it's got a couple of bug eyes and a big kind of kraken like mouth and all these blobs and tentacles and stuff.
If you tilt it backwards.
This way.
It's about as good a focus as I'm gonna get.
Yeah. So I didn't realise that this thing was in the set, to be fair, and then we just. So I think that this thing would look amazing painted, but yeah, just a Shoggoth. Yes, that's a yes. That makes sense now. It's quite a bit more exciting than the other Shoggoth in the range, isn't it? I guess. But yeah, there's that guy, and I think there is some other demon thing in here as well. Let me just. Well, we'll have an impromptu show off of things in here while I'm waiting for my paint to dry. So there's this like Airstream caravan thing. This beat up. If anybody's watched Ash versus the Evil Dead on Netflix, then. You may have seen something along these kind of lines. What else have we got? So there's a bunch of heroes and other stuff in here. Specifically looking for the monsters. I'm sure there's another monster. Mantic do a MDF RV kit. Yeah, I can't lay my hands on it right this second, but on the back of the box, this awesome looking winged demon thing is in there somewhere, which looks really cool. And
then Jonah says you should do Top Gear and blow it up.
Yeah. And then there's this Mr. Grimm figure, which is really nice. Quite fancy painting one of those at some point. And yeah, Santa Claus and some of the figures that have been around in the Chronoscope range for quite a while as metals, but now they've done them in bones. But yeah, I thought that beastie was pretty cool. So eventually we will be adding those to the website as single items. Right, let's see if we haven't actually played Gaslands yet. We did, and then we never got around to doing anything with him. But it's back on the horizon again. Back on the horizon. Right, we're going to use some Flesh Tearers Red for his insides.
So just going back to that monster, that's not on my list. I have a massive list of stuff still to add, and that isn't on my list. So
not yet.
If you need it fairly soonish, Tony, then you just have to drop me a message, and I might jump it up to the front of the queue for you, because he's not even on the queue yet.
Okay, so I'm going to use some Flesh Tearers Red just for his guts here. And there's still a little bit of wet Plague Bearer flesh just in those recesses, so that's fine. That'll mix in there quite nicely. Where else should he have a bit of gore? Maybe in that gap in his arm there. And then he's got some bandages on, so I'll have to sort those out.
I like the congealed blood from Going Stuff Wild when you're doing monsters and stuff like that. That's what I used on my cultists.
Yeah, I think that's very similar to this in some ways. Yeah. Nearby. Okay, so I'm going to go with a bit of that, like that, and then right, let's get the wild wood out and we'll do the wood. So this guy, I haven't straightened his axe because we only popped him out the blister and washed him shortly before the streams. I haven't straightened his axe out. I'm going to do that once he's painted. Sorry about the noise. Really should have turned the microphone off while I was shaking my paint. I've put ball bearings in all my contrast paints just to help mix them up after they have been sat for a little while. I'm going to use some wild wood on the haft of his axe up here. So they've all got 2 ball bearings in, I think, in each pot, just to make sure they get a good rattle. And we did that about when I started doing all the horses for my Napoleonic British figures. I wanted to make sure that we got the colours all fully blended. Realised that they weren't quite right, didn't we, Mrs?
Yep. Yep. Osmo says, I think the thing in the well is inspired by the colour out of space, though you never really get to see the thing in the well in the story. And Tony says, yeah, I like the thingy in the well too. Yeah, I added that one today. And Osmo accidentally put the think in the well, and because I know what I'm like, I went onto our website to check that I hadn't actually called it the think in the well, because that is something that I would have accidentally mistyped. You like that, you like the thing in the well, you've got one of those to paint, haven't you?
Yeah, it's going to get done eventually. So I need to schedule my painting. The only problem is that companies like Games Workshop keep bringing out awesome new stuff that I need to prioritise. So Kill Team will need to get done So we can do like kill team day, so we can teach people how to play and what have you. But
oh, now you're gonna show all your arms off and everything now. Grrr.
Well,
skinny little arms.
These skinny little arms, yeah.
I'm painting a piece of your kill team scenery for you, and I hate painting Games Workshop, and I'm really grumpy now.
Why?
Because I'm bored of painting it already. I don't like it.
Why don't you like painting Games Workshop?
Because there's too many flat surfaces, especially this terrain. There's too many flat surfaces. There's loads and loads of detail, obviously, because it's Games Workshop, but I'm used to painting the little Reaper minis like you've got there. And I've got a great big flat panel stuck on the side and stuff like this. Pete says you've got to drink more, and now we see me skinny arms. It put that in. That was just me. And Crafty says the thingy in the whale sounds like a H.P. Lovecraft kids story. What's it's Madam's Lovecraft? It's not, is it?
Yeah.
How is it? What's
Good Night Azathoth.
Ah, and she likes the man being chewed by a ghoul. The picture of the man being chewed by a ghoul is her favourite page in that.
And we haven't got the other one, unfortunately. We sold them all before we got a chance to keep one. We had the big hungry Cthulhu pillar.
We've got a colouring book, haven't we? Is that
We-
D&D colouring book?
We've got the D&D colouring books. We have previously had Cthulhu colouring books, but then the publishers that we used to buy all those from went out of business, and now the place that we deal with instead doesn't sell all those cool books. No, let me drink my drink now. Yeah, so the Cthulhu pillar was it was very much in the vein of the big hungry caterpillar, but it was the big hungry Cthulhu pillar, and so every day he ate a bit more until eventually he ate the world.
I spoiled
I
it,
think,
didn't I?
yeah.
Hi, Ricky D.
Hi, Ricky D. How you doing?
Tony's been hacking up ballast today to back the window and door frames on the mansion. Also researched pin-out for USB mail plugs. I plan to rig my LEDs to a USB hub to light up the mansion. That sounds wicked.
It does, yeah.
I'm glad you managed to get some ballast.
Just going to paint that bit in black there, because I think that should be armour. And then we'll do some... What time are we on? Oh, 1:30.
Saying that Pikachu's going to be back at the shop, and free learn to play trading card game Pokemon on the 27th, Wicked Day. Mister's just talking about stuff. Don't think there's any more announcements, was there?
No more announcements.
You've gone all quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Are you just scared that he's going to make you play that time?
No. Not at all. Because washing's next.
So has anybody else had anything exciting happening in their lives since our last stream? Any cool stuff going on?
Where is my metal colour? There we go. Got it. Got it. So I'm going to use some Dark Star Old Silver for my metal. And then we're going to put a bit of rusty effect over the top. In fact, I'm not going to use that brush. I'm going to use this brush.
Crafty says he went on holiday, did not take hobby with me for the first time in years. Uh-oh. The Orc Codex doesn't count. No, that doesn't count, no. Did you miss hobby though? Did you wish you'd taken something, or were you having too much fun to miss it? We took some things with us on our little holiday, which to be fair only lasted 4 days, but with us because I had to keep up my mini painting a day, so I had to take something.
Yeah, and you got some stuff done, didn't you? But
Yes.
for me, it was rubbish. I didn't really get a great, from a hobby perspective anyway. I didn't really get anything done.
Glad you added that in. It was really rubbish.
Yeah, well, I didn't get anything done. The light was horrendous
the
in
light
the
was.
room. So you did your painting during the day while we were out at the fair and stuff, didn't you?
I think we did.
Swimming. Okay.
Moxie says, managed to get a new fridge freezer through the front door. Well done. Only took me half an hour. We once went shopping. We hardly ever go shopping. We never got any food in our house. And we once went shopping and did a massive shop because it had been about a month since we'd been. And we did a massive shop, and when we got home and unpacked it all, the fridge freezer had decided it stopped working. So then we had a whole bunch of shopping and no fridge freezer. So we went to buy just a little bottom freezer thing just for all the frozen food. And we said, oh, this, it'll just be something little to be fine to keep us going so this food doesn't spoil. And then when we got out into the car park, we realised it didn't fit in the car. No matter what we did, it just wouldn't go in the car with it. And a very, very nice person, after he stopped laughing and watching us for quite a while, with a van, offered to help us. And all the way home I'm thinking, he's just going to nick the freezer. We put it in the back of his van, we don't know, he's just going to steal the freezer. But it wasn't, it was absolutely lovely. And he dropped it off, and we gave him a bit of money for saying thank you. And he saved us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Otherwise we wouldn't have got it home. Crafty says, I knew I'd never have the time with all the day trips we had planned. Ah, well that's fine, see. That makes sense. Tony says, once the scenic base is dried, I'll be putting on dams in preparation of a resin park. It's going to look really cool. There's lots of work in progress pictures, if you're in our Discord, of Tony's epic scenery and everything and what he's doing, so that's cool. Pete says, Moxie, what's left of the door? Moxie says, needs a little paint now. That's our whole house.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of work done in the not too distant future, aren't we? So that'll be the prompt for a little bit of decorating, I think.
I don't really think a new roof is a little bit of work done or a prompt for decorating inside the house.
No, it's going to mean that we're going to have to. We're having the kitchen window and wall fixed.
Yeah,
so that's
true.
going to mean we're going to have to
redecorate. Half the walls got to
redecorate.
come down. Yeah, okay. Half the walls got to come down. So I suppose technically it might need painting on the inside. We hate decorating though. That's the thing. The problem with our house is we sleep here and we work here, and that's about it really. We don't really pay much attention to the actual house. It's just a means to an end to keep us dry in the rain. You spend more time at the shop. Crafty says, just think of it as terrain painting with a massive brush. Yeah. We need to paint this Reaper pirate ship. That's going to be like that.
Yeah.
But we need to wash it first, so we're going to have to put it in the bath because it's so big to wash it before we paint it. And then I think it's going to have to be a family project that we all paint a bit and meet in the middle.
We need to make sure that we do brush strokes all in the same direction on the planking, so it looks alright.
That was like a little dig there, wasn't it? Like, yes, we can all paint it, but we have to do it properly. Wiki D says you could always use a zero paintbrush to paint the walls and it would feel like hobbying. That's what painting this terrain's feeling like at the minute. Crafty says, imagines Mr. MLG in the bath with Bubbles playing with his pirate ship. To be fair, that is probably what it's going to look like, if we're honest.
The only problem being that I don't think I would fit.
When our house isn't very big and our bathroom is tiny and we don't have a full-size bath, we have a little half bath thing. So us two, being the adults, can't actually fit very well in the bath.
We only got it for Madam.
Well, we did only get it for Madam, yeah, when she was a baby. Because kids always like baths, don't they? It's fun. So it would be you with your knees up round your ears playing with your pirate ship. But, it still might be quite fun. Make like the bath toys walk plank.
How does that look? So, we've got what we.
Wiki D says, I feel a TikTok coming on. To be fair, I was going to TikTok washing it in the bath, if I'm honest. But not with actually anybody in the bath. Just a ship. Did you see that horrendous TikTok that I did before with that new filter where the frog sits on your mouth and cries? That's just random.
What?
Yeah, I get up to all sorts when you're not here. Wiki D says, no, it's got to have you in it too. He's got his guns out for you. We were laughing at him earlier. He used to think it was Moxie that made him stretch and then his arms look so puny. They're not puny in real life. I don't know why they look so puny on the video camera. I think it's because she's so far away from the camera.
Right, I'm going to use some Reaper Tusk Ivory just to paint his ribs in underneath his skin. And his tusks, seeing as it's Tusk Ivory. And then I'm going to apply a wash over the whole thing. And I'm using the wrong paintbrush.
What else are you looking for?
So I'm looking forward to painting Chavrana or whatever it is, the dragon. In fact, I think we've got 3 dragons that I've got for myself.
You snaffled away.
Yeah, Chavrana the Slayer, something like Aganrax. I don't know. They're only here next to me. A Yog Sothoth. One of them. The Demigorgon looks absolutely epic. From the fan favourites set. There's loads of cool stuff. It's hard to pick. Hard to pick, there's so much awesomeness.
Yeah, you've kept loads for yourself.
Yeah, I know. Terrible.
I've got a little tiny bag and you've got a whole heap.
Yeah.
I didn't get a look in with any of the dragons. It was just like, oh, that's my pile.
You can paint any of them you
I'm
want.
having that, my pile.
You can paint any of them you would like, my darling, apart from Chavrana, because I want that one.
Pete says you've got a drink. Drink.
What colour eyes do you reckon Zombie Ogre should have?
Glazed over.
Just white.
Yeah, or like.
Right then. I'm quite liking him so far.
You'll have to actually show us. If you bring it up a bit closer, and I'll try and. What? Stop. Hold it still. Hold it still. Right, there you go. Right, you can talk.
Okay, so this is the guy so far, and then we're going to put a wash over and then just maybe pick out an odd little highlight. But so far, I think he's looking okay. What do you reckon? Thanks, Crafty Gobbo. Thanks, Pete. Very kind of you. We will hydrate. Where are we? Let's just so we've got a Yog Sothoth. That's got that guy to paint. What else have I got? Shabana Aganzarax. That's a black dragon. The thing in the well. Got one of them. Got some busts. Got Kalanzar the dragon. It's a little bit more spindly. Blue dragon, I think. Demigorgon. Oh, massive Cyclops. He's pretty awesome out of the Greek Odyssey. Oh, and this chap. I love this dude as well. He's the bronze golem, I think he is, out of the Greek Odyssey set. He's got ram's heads for fists. He's pretty epic. Cool. Crafty Gobbo says, "Ooh, they look cool. Which line is this?" But I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Crafty. Was that the thing I was waving, the Yog Sothoth with all the tentacles? Or are we talking about my amazing paint job on this guy?
Crafty gets the.
Yeah, oh, it's just being silly. Right, how's your thing going?
Rubbish.
Right, so I have some Nuln Oil and Agrax Earthshade mixture. And so we're going to use this over the top of the metal areas to make them look grave worn, shall we say. Crafty says that he's a sucker for the HP Lovecraft stuff. Did anybody watch and watch all the way through, I guess, the Lovecraft Country or County, whatever it was, series that was, I think it was on Sky, wasn't it? Fairly recently. We watched the first couple of episodes and it started off well, and then it just seemed to change up the storyline. Like it was the same characters, but it just moved around a bit, and we didn't really bother watching it, did we? Yeah, the things that I've just shown off, Crafty, were out of the Bones 5 Kickstarter. So they're newer figures. So some of them are for sale individually on our website in unboxed packaging.
Oh, the shop.
Yeah. I think we had one of the Shavnar, the Slayer, but I think it might be sold out already. Someone might have snapped it up.
I don't know. I've not really put a lot on yet. Have I been poopy?
You've been busy.
I am. I've been rubbish.
Busy doing important other jobs.
No.
Catching up on your sleeps.
Tony says yes, Lovecraft Country was brilliant. It all ties together later on and everything falls into place. I see. We need stupid simple because by the time we go to watch a program, it's probably midnight and we need stuff that we don't have to think about too much.
Yeah, the first episode was great, and then I don't know, it just seemed to be downhill from there. I think we tried watching number 2, didn't we?
I don't know.
Before we gave up. Right then, so we've done a bit of Agrax Earthshade wash mix, and then I'm going to go for just a pure Agrax over the top of the things, but I'm going to thin it down a touch. In fact, am I going to use that, or am I going to use the sepia? Because I don't want it to be too dark. Let's go for some Vallejo wash sepia shade, because I don't want it to be too heavy. There we go. Get a big scoop into that, and we're going to use Horror Brush, Wicked D's favourite.
Asma says, did you show the demonic lasher Demigorgon?
Oh, I don't know. Did I?
Crafty says, Lovecraft Country is on the watch list. Mrs. hasn't let us watch that one yet. Sounds like I have. Tony says, Lovecraft Investigations is a brilliant podcast to listen to as well. And Wicked D says, no, not the horror brush.
Yeah, look at this beast. This guy's awesome. Is that the right arm?
Don't know.
Yeah. Get his jaw on. Tail's not quite so important at this stage, is it? Yeah. Look at that guy. He's ace.
Is that the sound effects he makes, is it?
Yeah. He's epic. So he's got a tail. Big, like, double spiky tail. And a... Which way around does he go? I think he goes that way. He stood at the front. I could be wrong. Nice big base for him. Oh yeah, because his tail's supposed to stick in the back. Give him a bit of stability. So he's a bit... I'm going to redeem use Horror Brush when Nathan does the next set of eyes, says Tony. So this guy, he's a bit awesome. The Demigorgon. That's a bit more impressive than the little one that you get with the Stranger Things D&D starter set.
Oh, that's supposed to be that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's that monster.
It looks like a plant. In the D&D.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
In the D&D. I thought it was plant.
Yeah. Yes, he is much better than that original metal demonic lasher. 2716 demonic lasher. Just in case anybody needed to know. The Hydrator has redeemed Hydrate. Tony's asking if they've redone Orcus. I don't think they have. They've got they've just got the original one, I think. 77316, Lord of the Undead or something like that. He is. Demon Lord of Death.
Posture check.
Yeah, we're nearly at time.
Since when did that ever mean anything?
Yeah, I know. It's
Not a whisper, it's not a yes and whatever string.
You said. Anyway, so sepia wash all over this chap's body. In fact, I'm going to put it over the blue as well because we want him to look like he's just been dug up. And we've already done the armour, so we'll ignore those bits. Excuse me. It's alright, I muted my microphone.
Did you? Oh, well done.
Because I didn't want to sneeze down everybody's ear holes.
Just me then. Just me is deafened.
Yeah, he's looking like suitably dead, isn't he? Wonderful. Even if I do say so myself.
Wow. One of us has got to have painted something good tonight. This is atrocious. Thanks, Moxie.
Oh.
Take care.
See you later. Thank you.
What were you going to chunder at me?
I can't
This
remember.
keyboard didn't work. I'm really annoying. I've just painted my radiator now.
What you like?
Just like me. And I don't like doing this more.
Mrs. MLG is painting the oil pump from the Kill Team Octarius starter set.
Making a terrible job of it.
And we'll show you all how she's getting on
No, it's really bad.
in a minute. It's not really bad. It looks awesome.
You haven't even seen
I
it.
have.
Stop adding.
Anyway, so it looks awesome. We'll show you it in a minute. And then that's going to give me more time to paint Orcs and Death Corp Krieg in it because you're doing them sceneries.
No, I'm not. I'm just doing this and that's it.
You're just doing that one.
I'm probably
That's
not
it.
even going to finish this one.
Yes. Going on
It's
strike.
rubbish, I don't like it.
You're doing an amazing job.
I'm not doing it. You're all the way over there. You can't even see it.
Just take compliment.
But you can't see it.
So Crafty, this is Vallejo Game Color Wash Sepia. So we just watered it down. Sorry, had something in my eye. Just watered it down ever so slightly, and then applied it over the top of our. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a yellowy colour.
Yeah. Over the top of that Plague Bearer flesh, just to give him a bit more grunge. And once that's dry, we'll work on the. Once the Agrax that I put on his metal is dry, we'll work on the metal a little bit while we wait for the rest of it to dry. And then I think probably next week a little highlight on just some of the flesh areas, and then he'll be done bar basing. So in between this week and next week, I'm going to get him I'll get his base done, and we'll paint his base as part of the thing and get him finished off. But I think he's looking alright, actually. First time I've painted with anything with contrast paints for ages, and I'm really liking how he's turned out, to be fair.
You just wanted to copy me because I used contrast paint the other day.
Did you? What did you paint with contrast paints?
That skull.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't paint the skull, just the
Just the roby bits around the outside.
around the outside.
Around the outside, around the outside. So, he's drying, and then so these two that what we'll do is we'll do the bases for all three of these figures next time. So these are the two that we did last week, and I still need to fix their eyes. So
Why do you need to fix their eyes?
no, because somebody made me paint left-handed, and that's really hard, and I ended up painting all their faces. So I'll fix their eyes. See you later. Thanks for coming. So we'll fix these guys' eyes, and then I will do all three bases at the same time next week. There we go. Cool. So while he's drying, I think what we might do is so this was our test model for the Krieg. So we're going to be working on these guys tomorrow, if I can remember what colours I used. Yeah, that was a bit rude, Wicked D. Yeah, to make me paint eyes left-handed. Do you think maybe I could use the horror brush some more or some other stuff? But definitely not eyes. What was I going to do? Oh, I picked this guy up for a reason, because I was going to put some wash on him and see what it looked like before I start on the rest of the guys. So we're going to use some of that sepia wash again, just to shade a couple of areas on this chap before tomorrow night's deathcore painting session. What does his trousers look like if I put it on there? Yeah, they look alright, don't they? And then his overcoat should get a bit of shade in. Because we want him to look like he's used to a bit of trench warfare and what have you. So let's blather a bit of that on. So I'm not going to go too far with these deathcore minis. They're not going to get loads and loads of layers of highlighting and what have you. They're just one base coat, a wash, and then a simple highlight, because they're going to be for our demo set for use in the shop. So once they've had a varnish and what have you, they're going to be handled by lots of people. A simple paint job for speed and also ease of repair should they get dropped or anything.
See you later, Tony!
Bye Tony, thanks for coming. There we go. Right, super. So he looks suitably grungy. Wonderful. And then we'll give that a bit of a highlight up tomorrow. Wonderful. Cool. So I think while these figures are drying, we'll call it a day. Would you like to show off your handiwork, Mrs.? Or?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We'll call it a night there. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll be live tomorrow at 7 PM until 8 PM, just before Goblin Squire. That's the guy. And thanks everybody for coming along this evening. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 and then Wednesday at 8. Thanks everybody. Bye.